What is up, guys? Clunky here. Hope you guys are doing super well. And today we're gonna talk about the best freaking one-shot build for Elemental Chamois in a patch 10.1.7. Today we are gonna talk about the stats first, and then the talents, PvP talents, and then I'm gonna include in this video some secret tech that you want to know at all costs, man. You can actually hit 1.5 millions freaking lightning bolts with your Stormkeeper. I'm going to talk about that very shortly, okay? Then I'm going to include some macros in there just to make your life a whole lot easier to allow to dish up some insane one-shots. As you guys seen in the intro video, it's not only single target, you can actually like one-shot multiple people, so it's super insane, all right? All right, so let's talk about the stats now. I'm going to keep this very short for you guys, all right? Critical strike, you want that number to be around 15%, all right? Why? It's very simple. Critical strike actually increases the damage of your lava bursts in Ascendance, and this is crazy, guys. Listen, this is very important, okay? Ascendance with Volcanic Surge with a high critical strike is absolutely insane right now, all right? And we're playing with Skyfury too, so it gives us 20% more critical strike chance. So you're gonna see these freaking lava bursts flying at 150 Ks. Like with your mastery, it has a chance to actually proc again and proc again and proc again. And I'm gonna show you guys and the full burst rotation, and I'm gonna show very quickly after showing those stats and the talents. All right. So haste, we don't care very much about haste in this build. I would say get around like 12% haste maximum. Okay, my stats are all over the place right now because I've geared my character wrong at the start of expansion, and also super bad volt picks. Okay, mastery, you want that number super high too, around 40%. Seems like it's a big freaking deal. It actually, as I've said, every time you use Lightning Bolt, which we are going to use a lot in Lava Burst, it has a chance to cast it again at 85% damage. So if you're hitting 150k Lava Burst on your target and it procs 2 times, you're literally dealing 300k over to the target. It is absolutely insanely stupid damage, alright? So 40% mastery, around 15% crit, should be the numbers that you are aiming for. Haste, we don't care, right? Haste, we don't care. All right, so right now I'm running with the 4 tier set bonuses. You don't need to just get like 2 tier set pieces for the first bonus, which is gain Stormkeeper every 50 seconds. It is super good because with the build that we're going to be playing, you will have 5 charges of Stormkeeper total, so you will always be dealing insane numbers. And as I've told you, I'm going to show you guys how to deal 1.5 million damage with a single Stormkeeper. So that's a lot of freaking damage right there, right? So for the cape, using like the cape that gives you shield whenever you fall below 30%, it's very good. And for your weapon enchant, we are running with Sophic Devotion. Very important. Okay, so now we spoke about the best freaking stats for Ellie Chamois one-shot build. We are now going to talk about the best freaking talents possible to achieve maximum damage with this build, alright? So first off, I just want to make sure you know about Splintered Elements. It is broken. It is broken. If you've never played it, I'm sorry, I need to explain it in my video because some people have never played with that talent. So if you dot 6 people, okay, with Flame Shocks, you use Primordial Wave and you cast Lava Burst, it's gonna hit everything, okay, and it's going to give you 60% increased haste. That's literally 2 heroism buffs on top of each other, and you can actually use heroism yourself. Okay, so that's 60% plus 30%, that's 90% increased haste. That is just dumb. That is just insane. Okay, so if someone gives you power infusion, it's gonna be even freaking like way more OP. But okay, so what's happening we're gonna use that insane haste, okay, combined with flash of lightning. This thing right here with this build becomes the most broken thing ever because we are playing with Stormkeeper, both Stormkeepers, and we have total 5 charges of Stormkeeper, okay, one from our tier set bonus, and you're going to be able to spam so many freaking insanely disgusting, hard hitting lightning bolts. It's going to be so insane, guys. I can't wait to show you guys. All right, so with liquid magma totem, we're going to help. Okay, so liquid magma totem is actually going to help us doing that. All right, so liquid magma totem, we're using totemic recall. So you see where this is going. We use liquid magma totem on 3 people. It fully dots them, and then we can reset the cooldown and use magma totem on some other people, and then use primordial wave, use freaking heroism, and we can start pumping some huge numbers. Okay, right now you're telling me, but Clunky, how do you expect me to spam lava bursts? It's quite simple, in fact, because we are playing with Spirit Walker's Grace, Spirit Walker's Aegis. When you cast Spirit Walker's Grace, you become immune to silence and interrupt effects for 5 seconds. This thing right here is so broken. It's going to literally allow you to get off those insane meaty freaking lava bursts. And we are playing with Volcanic Surge, so we are going to be forced to hard cast at least 1 lava burst. But if we use Spirit Walker's Grace just before, unless we get CC'd like stun, spammed, or anything, silences, interrupts won't work on us. So we are almost 100% sure to cast that lava burst. Now I've almost explained everything. Okay, we are playing with 1 point into magma chamber because it got nerfed pretty hard. We're just playing with 1 point because it slightly increases our damage, and we're going to use a lot of hurt shock to spread those flame shocks with Surge of Power. Surge of Power, what it does, it's super important for this build, by the way. Okay, every time you hurt shock, your next flame shock will hit 2 targets. Okay, so it's going to be much more easier for us to spread the flame shocks. And every time you hard shock, your next lightning bolt will cast 2 additional elemental overload. This is where it gets freaking crazy, guys. All right. So what happens is if you do it correctly, every time you use Surge of Power, okay, with a Maelstrom proc, your Stormkeeper will hit the target for huge amounts, like disgusting amounts. It's not even funny, guys, how stupid the damage is. I'm gonna show you. I've got a clip recorded just for you guys, okay? No cooldowns used. We hit for 1.5 million. Okay, so we spoke about pretty much everything here. Skyfury Totem actually increases the damage of your lava bursts. Volcanic Surge. And the last thing that I want to talk about is Elemental Equilibrium, okay? What it does is when you deal fire damage, frost in nature, within 10 seconds, it's going to increase all of your damage by 15%. So it kind of makes a big difference because you're hitting like such big numbers. It's going to increase your damage by quite a freaking lot, all right? All right, so now that we spoke about the stats, we spoke about the talents, I'm going to show you guys what happens when you actually do what I'm talking about with Surge of Power and Power the Maelstrom, right? Alright, so we got 1 proc. We're going to use this. Stormkeeper, and then Hurt Shock into Stormkeeper, Hurt Shock, Stormkeeper. Okay? So that was 1 freaking use of Stormkeeper, and we did 1.4 million damage with a single use of Stormkeeper, alright? And just imagine if we actually freaking had potions, Zerker buff, and saltwater potions, that would have been so disgusting, guys. So this right here is the most busted freaking build that you're ever gonna see. So hit subscribe, guys. All right. I'm just gonna explain what we did. I've pressed when I saw that freaking Maelstrom proc, a freaking Frost Shock, just to get the buff that increases all of my damage by 15%. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, don't skip this. It actually increases your damage by so much, right? And then we casted a Stormkeeper into Skyfury, all right? And then what we did, we freaking Heart Shock to get the Surge of Power proc, which actually gives your next cast of Lightning Bolt 2 additional elemental overloads. All right, this is very important. And combined with the proc from Power Maelstrom, like your Lightning Bolt hits so fast. It hits like 20 times in like 2 seconds, alright? That's just dumb. That's just freaking dumb, dude. Alright, so now that you've seen that you can deal 1.5 million damage with your Stormkeeper, with the help of Surge of Power, Power of the Maelstrom, and Elemental Equilibrium, I'm going to show you guys the full burst rotation. And don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, by the way. This video took a lot of time to make. So, alright, so burst rotation in 2, 1. Alright, so this is the burst rotation for the one-shot Wombo combo. Okay, don't forget to proc Elemental Equilibrium by using a single Frost Shock whenever you are about to burst. Okay, this is very important. It actually adds 15% on top of all of your damage, alright? So first off, we're going to use Fire LE, dot everything, and then we pop Skyfury, use 1 Frost Shock, we Stormkeeper, and then we hardcast Lava Burst into, when it's done casting, we proc Ascendance. And then we hard shock into Lightning Bolt, right? But depending on the procs you get, it kind of switches over the priority. If we get a lot of Maelstrom procs, you then want to use a lot of Lightning Bolt. If not, you want to chain cast Lava Bursts to be able to proc those Maelstrom procs. All right. Hope this was clear. If you have any question, let me know down in the comments. All right. All right, are we casting? Oh! We spam Lava Burst? Oh, we got Maelstrom. Oh, we got Maelstrom again. So huge. And you just spam it. Those Lightning Bolt, man. And as you guys see, we are resetting the cooldown on our Stormkeeper so freaking fast. It is unbelievable. We got Stormkeeper back. And using double Stormkeeper. And at this point, you could use, again, your crit totem into another Lava Burst. See where this is going? We're pumping so much damage, and we can do it again, basically. Because we are resetting our cooldown on our freaking Stormkeeper again, okay? We did hit for 326k freaking Lightning Bolt. Absolutely insane. Just imagine if we actually had, like, potions, Saltwater, Zerker buff active, all the buffs of our friendly targets who are buffing us, like freaking Augmentation Evoker. That would have been insane. Lava Burst. We did hit for 200k's Lava Bursts. Absolutely insane freaking damage. At this point, man, you literally one-shotted the whole group. It's impossible. In the five, like, in the first maybe like 7, 8, 10 seconds after you've dotted everything. Like everything's dead basically. Shami right now is absolutely broken. Hopefully, guys will enjoy playing with this build. Hit the subscribe button, man, please. I try to put so much effort into my guide videos for you guys to actually have a lot more fun in PP. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about the macros that I'm using right now. Okay, good. I'm recording. Macros. Okay, so first off, we are going to talk about the Ascendance macro, alright? So what happens, my Ascendance macro actually uses Saltwater Potion, okay, which is not usable here physically. It's only usable in BG, so we did not get that 30% increased damage, okay? So that burst that you've seen was without Saltwater Potion. We use Elemental Potion of Ultimate Power, which you can buy at the auction house. It's selling for super low price, so I would highly recommend you guys to go get that potion. It's super good. Costs little money. Saltwater Potion, you can buy those at the auction house too, or you can use PvP tokens. Okay, Mark of Honor. You can buy saltwater potions with marks of honor, which you will get so many, man, by using this build because you're going to carry your team so hard with it. It's just disgusting. We are using Blood Fury. Okay, this is my ratio for Arc. Okay, it's very good to include it in the burst macro. And we are finally casting Ascendance after everything because it like increases all of our damage. Is so dumb, so insane, alright? As for the file that you can use for Ali Shami to deal more damage, I would go with file of Elemental Chaos. You can use those in BGs. They're pretty good. They cost little money and they actually increase your damage quite a lot. It's random, the procs that you're getting, but it's always good for your character, right? So, this right here is my Skyfury Totem macro. Again, it casts everything. I'm going to include it in the description. You can always go and check it out. Next macro is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, why is it that good? It's because you don't need to actually target the guy that you want to press Primordial Wave on. You just like over with your mouse, which you don't see right now because it's an option. I've decided to hide my cursor, but I'm pointing with my cursor on this dummy right here on my right, and I'm gonna press Primordial Wave. See, I'm hitting the dummy without even having to target it. So it's super good. Same thing for my Flame Shock macro. I can actually apply Flame Shock on this target without even targeting him. So it's super good, especially as a Ali Shami. You need to always always like keep your target, but Flame Shock multiple people. This macro will save your life. Alright, so next macro. This is my Heart Healy macro. Okay, what it does, it actually like spawn your Heart Healy. Heart Healy increases your health by 15%, and it's a talent. Okay, it's somewhere in your talents. It increases your health by 15%, and I'm actually using a Horde Battle Standard that you can buy, and the Horde Battle Standard increases your health by 15%. So the two of them are increasing your maximum health by 30% total. It's super freaking insanely good, especially if you pair it with your potions or your heals. You're gonna be healing for a lot more if you're using health, stones, etc. Alright, so this is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, share it to your friends. Please help me reach my goals, man. I would highly appreciate it if you took like 10 seconds of your time to help me. It took me like 2 hours, 3 hours to make this video possible for you guys, so I would highly appreciate it if you take like 5 seconds of your time, press that like and press that subscribe button. Share it to your friends who might be interested in one-shotting people with you. Uh, yes, thanks a lot for watching. Go down in the description. The build will be there, the macros, etc. And also, go check out my YouTube channel. There's a lot of cool videos for you guys to enjoy, to watch what's happening when I'm using those builds, crazy one-shot builds. In the description, there's also best build videos for every character that you like playing in World of Warcraft. So, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And stay awesome, gentlemen. This was Clunky Doo.